of Eldersburg. Otherwise, we're not going to look for a whole lot of strong storm activity around here for this afternoon, but just be on the lookout as this does advance toward the east. We are going to look for a better likelihood for a few rumbles of thunder, some brief heavier downpours. But once again, if you're inside the Capital Beltway and you want to sneak out to grab a bite to eat over the next half hour to 45 minutes, now is the time to do it, because just off to the west of us, Reston, Potomac Falls, Leesburg, Gaithersburg, all looking at a little bit of wet weather at this time. But behind this, that is where the cooler air already beginning to funnel in, and you can see it right here on this map. While we still stand in the 70s inside the Beltway and across southern Maryland, much cooler off to the north and west of us. I-81 corridor already dropping down to the 50s. Now the temperature change compared to yesterday, about 15 to 20 degrees warmer. Those winds out of the south for us, but out of the north and west for western Maryland and over toward the panhandle of West Virginia. Here's our future cast moving through the afternoon. We'll get all the shower activity out of here. Our skies begin to clear later on tonight. For this afternoon, going out to lunch, temperatures in the lower 70s. And then this evening, we have the first night of Passover with temperatures only in the 50s. Moving on to tonight, looking at temperatures around 30 to 40 degrees, mainly clear skies. Winds are going to settle down. A chilly start to your early Saturday morning with highs tomorrow near average, making it to around 60 degrees. Easter Sunday looking good, but on the cool side. At least it's going to be dry. Clouds are going to win out over the sunshine, especially later in the day. Highs around 55 degrees. Don't forget Easter Monday at the National Zoo, a great place to take the family on Monday. Temperatures will be in the lower 50s, so a bit on the cool side. And a quick look at our 7-day outlook. Once we get through the holiday weekend, a brief warm-up next week, but let's talk baseball. Thursday next week, home opener. Temperatures will be chilly, only the lower 50s, but at least you'll have something warm to drink if you're going there.
Right, a $16
or something
beer.
cold.
Yeah. But the good thing is the last game they had in Cincinnati was postponed because of rain. Looks like Thursday here will be dry.
Yes.
Awesome.
I like it.
So do I. Thanks,
Can't
Steve.
wait.
Well, happening tonight, 2020 is revisiting a really bizarre double murder for hire plot. A doctor and veterinarian couple charged for trying to kill their exes. Just last week, the boyfriend, Leon Jacob, was sentenced to life in prison for solicitation of capital murder, and his girlfriend took her own life. ABC's Matt Gutman joins us now live from L.A. with details on tonight's hour. Matt, good to have you with us. It's my understanding that you talked to Leon Jacob before the sentencing hearing, and we'll see that video tonight?
That's right. I interviewed him twice in his jail cell. You know, this is the story of what happens when really smart people do stupid things. Leon Jacob was a doctor. He grew up with the best pedigree, went to the nicest private school, skied in Vail, summered in Maine, but couldn't get his life together. And he has this relationship with this veterinarian who owns this very successful practice in Houston. And somehow, after only 8 weeks together, the two of them concoct this murder-for-hire plot that they eventually hire a hitman named Zach, who's not really a hitman, has never really done it before, in exchange for $5,000 in cash, a couple of Cartier watches, and a laptop. He says he'll take care of these murders for them. Only the thing is, he's caught by the police. He flips, and then the police in Houston create this elaborate sting operation to nab these two doctors and basically catch them in their own words. Now, when I spoke to Leon Jacob, he is supremely confident, and I think what eludes him is that he's so transparent. It's so obvious to see that the guy was lying, and we catch him in lies all the time. And the police did the same thing. And what we bring you this time is never before seen audio and video of these sting operations, these incredibly elaborate sting operations by law enforcement in Houston. And, you know, I don't mean to make light of it, and it's not funny because Valerie McDaniel, his girlfriend, took her own life. But it is shocking sometimes the extent people will go to try to do things that they just shouldn't be doing, and then getting them caught red-handed in the act is something that I think was very satisfying to law enforcement because they took these two people off the street, but also there are, you know, tremendous implications for the families of these two people. Still, we bring all of this to you tonight on 2020. It's a pretty incredible hour, and of course, it ends with this guy, Leon Jacob, Adriana, being convicted for solicitation of murder. He's going to probably face the rest of his life in prison.
And Matt, while you were talking, we saw that video of the sting operation, and police said that that was one thing that really kind of stuck out to them was their reaction seemed very contrived and not genuine in any way.
That's right. When you tell someone that their loved one has been shot in the head in a carjacking, you expect there to be some sort of grief or shock. And what the officers who I spoke to, the undercover detective, said is that basically it was more like, wow, the jig is up. And that's how they reacted instead of with shock and grief. And that was really an indication that this was all over. Also, adding insult to injury, that night, Valerie McDaniel, just seconds after you see her put her head in her hands and being told that her ex-husband was killed, he showed up at the door to take custody of their young child. So